Recording.
Obligatory I'm leaving joke.
I'm leaving. No
Oh,
consent.
she actually
Well,
left.
Emily left.
Oh shit. God damn it, Emily.
Uh,
The commitment.
she is no
Gotta
longer
commit to
in
the
the
bit.
room. Okay. She is
She is no
back in the
longer
room.
amongst the living. She's the murder suspect or the murder victim.
I accidentally clicked leave meeting. I didn't mean to do that as a joke.
good that you commit to the bit, Emily, and
That-
we all appreciate
That
that.
was not a bit. That was. I think Maddie said the word leaving, and I was like, yes, leaving.
Yeah,
I
bye.
don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm
Ready to
off
rock.
a great start.
The
Amazing.
power of suggestion.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, welcome to chapter 2 of The Winds of Winter, Les Vanines les plus doux.
We
Question: did anyone happen to look up that translation?
no.
Good.
It's
Okay.
the glitch pin of the whole thing.
No. Nah. Anyway.
Is it the murderer? Should I look this up?
Yes, it's the name of the murderer.
I
So,
assumed that it was just Winds of Winter in French.
nope.
Oh, okay.
Well, now we have to. You
Go ahead.
called
Here,
attention
I'll just
to
tell
it.
you. I'll just tell you. It's French for the sweetest venom.
Oh.
Ooh.
Snakes.
So, okay. So, here is how we begin. A woman staggers back against a counter, knocking over and spilling various containers as she struggles to steady herself. A sudden, violent fit of sickness drives her to her knees as a cascade of blood and vomit spews from her lips. Shaking, she reaches up and grabs a hold of a table, dragging herself up to try and reach for something on its surface. Bloodshot, light blue eyes glare doggedly out from under a sweat-slicked, greasy gray blonde hair. As she stretches and gropes for her prize, before a violent convulsion throws her to the floor, toppling the table on its side. As the foam drips from the corners of her mouth, her eyes fade to glassy, lifeless orbs, and a puddle of tea, escaping from a shattered teapot, begins to soak into her hair.
It was the teapot.
If you guys could all change your names, please.
This is the much darker sequel to Beauty and the Beast.
All right. So. All right. Prudence, Rono, Nish.
Aw, Dane.
What?
Nothing.
So, Prudence, Nish, Grono, and Trixie, my dear, dear adventurers. It has been some time since the last time you had heard from Dr. Winter, and you have been out having your own adventures and creating your own stories. Now, perhaps you stayed together, maybe you went your own separate ways. My question to you guys, real quickly, Prudence, Trixie, Grono, and Nish, what have you guys been up to? Did you guys stay together? Did you go your own ways? We're gonna get like 5 minutes. To
Go your own way.
what you guys been
I
up to?
completely forgot this assignment.
It's totally okay. We can. That's why I'm taking like 5-10 minutes to do it here.
I'll go first,
Sure.
basically, and say that by default, my intent was not to pair up with anybody, but if anybody wanted to stick around, then I let them. Is kind of how that went down. So I guess to put that out there first. That
Oh,
helps
yeah.
anybody.
I have an idea.
Here to give you a second to give you guys a second to think, just to recap the last adventure real quick. I should have done that at the top. Last time you were all invited to, you were all received mysterious invitations from a person identifying himself as Dr. Winter. You all arrived at a strange castle in the northern part of Taldore. By the way, I'm linking a map to that there in chat. So yeah, in the north of Tal'Dorei was a castle called Cardon Ekor Emel. You were all summoned there. You all met there, and Dr. Winter introduced himself as a representative of a mysterious organization. This organization was the general idea you were given was they solve problems as they arise, and sorry, by the way, it's in the Roll20 chat. You were offered a mission, and as sort of maybe an audition for this mysterious organization. And the mission was that to dispose of a gang of goblins led by a vicious half-giant, half-troll named Trog that had been terrorizing a local town. You guys accepted, made your way there, met a met a very handsome werewolf that Trixie's like very heavily flirted with, despite him being a recent widower. Decided
I'm just laying down roots. This is all part of the long game.
Oh, man, I miss Trixie. You declined his offer to lead you to his settlement of lycanthropes, and decided to go find the fort on your own. You did, and disposed of Trog quite with how should I say? Huh?
Handily, we disposed of
you
them
handled
handily.
it handily. Oh boy, you handled it handily. Burned off half his skull, took his head, and you found in his fort, after dispensing of half of the goblins and convincing the other half to run, you found in his fort a strange egg-like object with a tablet inset on it and some runes on the bottom. You also found a cloak that Prudence immediately whipped around her shoulders and then felt very, very strongly compelled never to take off for the rest of her life. And
Forgot about that.
Huh?
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Do you still have the item card? Because I can resend it to you if you need it.
You should do that.
I think I sent it to you on Facebook. Check there. Check our chat. So yeah, you also found quite a bit of gold and some gems, as well as in Trog's bedroom, you found a crate with 2 skulls, which none of you found out, but were actually his parents. With 2 skulls and a letter written in Goblin. Trixie, being the only one who could speak or read Goblin, took a look at it while drunk off her ass on Sandkeg Ale. Trixie popped open that at the end. While drunk off her ass on Sandkeg Ale, translated it and realized, oh shit, this is complete gibberish. After a day of study, you realized that it was indeed that there was a cipher to it, but it would take quite a bit of time to decipher. After you got back, you were, praised by Dr. Winter for how good you did, and you were paid in full plus a little bit. I think you were given you were promised 15,000, and you were given 25 to split amongst you. With that, sorry.
Billy leaves.
Yes.
He says, "Screw all you suckers."
Yeah. Billy and Pete decided to head back to their Vardo and head back to their Adventure Bros headquarters because they had received word of another mission from them. So,
we must away.
Exactly. They had received word from another mission, so they had departed. So on that note, where did you guys go after that? Nish said something, and Prue, you were going to say something.
I was just going to say, if Nish, I'm guessing you're kind of like a mercenary type.
Kinda, yeah. I think that's the vibe.
Like paid muscle?
Yeah.
Sellsword.
I'm going to say Prue probably stuck with Nish and said, "I'll cook you meals if I get a cut of the pay."
Nish was very happy about that
Okay, good.
arrangement.
After the coffee Prue brewed, yeah.
So she's basically like the ultimate housewife.
Remember, all Nish did was eat. If there was food, Nish was eating. So like, she's all about that.
Speaking of which,
And like Prue gets like really annoying about like her calorie intake and how it has to all be proportional. Like, you haven't had enough protein today, and she'll like
Bag on her.
Yeah.
That's great.
Trixie. Sorry, Grano.
Yeah, Grono gathered the ashes from the fallen that he could and returned to his grove and proceeded to burn things as necessary until called upon again.
Classic Grano.
And Trixie, what about you?
Trixie's been hitting every party she's been invited to.
Yeah.
She was dating an eccentric millionaire for a while, but then he got weirdly into planes, so she pieced out of that. She tried to woo a paleontologist and like stole a leopard from the zoo, and they were chasing him down.
Classic.
She fell in love with Jimmy Stewart a couple times, but she was married to
Natch.
Cary Grant.
I'm getting Rachel from Friend vibes.
Could we play a game that's just following the world of Trixie?
Yeah,
now?
right. Tale
Please
as
DM
old
this.
as time.
She was in a touring production of a very popular theater show for a while. Just like on a lark, she was in the front row
She
and
was sleeping with
jumped
the
up on
producer.
stage and was like, "I'm part of this now." And then so she toured around for a while, but then she kind of got bored of that. So she's just been like all over. But she'll sometimes send a note to the old gang or kind of dip in. But never announced, never invited. Just like, I thought I'd come for dinner. So,
I am loving
just
picturing
everywhere.
picturing Trixie dropping in on Grono's Grove.
Yeah, just a couple times.
Just
Always-
a couple times.
Just
Yes,
a few.
more fire starter. Thank you.
Yeah, she always brings like really good housewarming gifts or, host or hostess gifts. So
Not just
she's just
a
kind of
cheap bottle
bopping
of
around.
wine.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. She's
Yeah,
just bopping
yeah,
around,
yeah.
kind of couch surfing on her rich friends' places.
All right. Well. Well, it's been several months that you guys have all been doing these various things, and after so many months of silence, you began to wonder if you would ever hear from the mysterious doctor again. Perhaps you did not do as well in your audition as you had originally thought.
Oh.
But the day finally came when you received another slightly less strange invitation to Cardon Ecor ML. The invitation bid you all join at the castle as you once did, interested to see what adventure the doctor had planned for you. You set out for the castle once more. The four of you reached the castle without much trouble. Were shown in by Frederick, the doctor's elderly gnome butler, but this time to a different room, down the same hallway, lined with lush carpet and gold inlay and fine oak trapments on the wall and the paintings and the mysterious doors, each with strange sounds emanating from behind them. But this time, you found yourself in a different room. You all find yourselves in a plush cross between a sitting room, a library, and a study. Books line the walls, floor to towering ceiling. A lush carpet encompasses a seating area with armchairs, settees, chaises, sofas, and floor cushions, all arranged around a large stone hearth where a large fire blazes and crackles merrily. And that is where we pick up our adventure. So, the four of you guys, Prudence, Trixie, Grono, and Nish, have all been here for like about maybe 2 minutes. You guys are making yourselves comfortable, you're catching up, and that is where we pick up and find you guys. We're just going to give you guys a couple minutes to catch up and familiarize yourselves with each other again. if you'd like
Yes,
to take it.
and then I picked it up and I burned it. Yes.
That is the most fascinating story I've ever heard. Tell it again.
Oh, so there's so many around us, and I go up and pick up another book off the shelf. See fire starter, and then I pick it up and I burn it. Thank you for so much fire starter, Trixie.
Also, just so everyone knows, I haven't just been going around to various social engagements. I have been keeping up with my training. Someone throw something at me and I'll catch it. Come on, right now, throw something.
Is
The
there
book
is there food in
Grono's
front of us?
throwing, it was holding, just gets thrown at your face.
And she like claws it and shreds it up.
Trixie, make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw, dex.
Surprisingly, yes.
Shit.
No,
That's
surprisingly,
okay.
yes. You don't quite claw it to shreds, but you do bat it in a way that you don't bat it out of the air, but its trajectory changes enough that it doesn't hit you.
Yes, yay.
Nish, Prudence, what are you guys up to in this moment?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if there's food, that's what's happening. But also, like, I feel like I'm just sort of keeping an eye on Prue. I feel like probably in the last few months, I've decided, regardless of how capable Prue may be in battle or whatever, I've decided like that I am the strong one, and I need to make sure you're good.
That's real
He
sweet.
doesn't do that. That was Gwendolyn.
Yeah, Prue. Mm-mm.
Prue, what are you up
Prue
to?
is observing all the food to see if it's like of quality, I guess.
So as far as food, what we've got here is basically just finger food. Like last time it was a full set, like spread. This time it's a lot more like cocktail party-esque. Like there's a punch bowl, there's a couple of decanters of various various liquors like brandies and whiskeys, etc.
Can I do a perception check to see Grono's and Trixie's nutrition? Like
I'd
have
say
they
that
been
would
eating properly?
I'd say that'd be more insight if you're just trying to like, you know, stare them up and down, or investigation if you're getting up close and like giving them a physical.
Insight.
I'd say you get a general idea that they're both, you know, fit and healthy.
Okay.
You
He's
do
not too concerned then.
the four of you do notice the absence of Billy and Pete. It was stated in the invitations that the old gang would be back together, in a sense.
It's been a couple hours at this point.
No, it's been just a few minutes.
Okay.
When small baby man coming.
Well, sorry, hold on. I should say, like, sorry, Prudence and Nish, you've been here for maybe 30 minutes. Grono, you arrived 10 minutes ago. Trixie, you've been the last to arrive.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late.
Well, maybe they're just beating me to being fashionably late.
Yeah, so sorry. So yeah, you've been here for about maybe 30 minutes, Nish.
Also, upon my arrival, I did bring a nice bottle of liquor for the host, and I brought Friedrich a little bow tie.
Friedrich, when you proffered it to him, he kind of stared down his nose at it and thank you.
You're welcome. I saw it and I thought, that's Friedrich.
He nods and just proceeds with what he's doing. But so sorry, yeah. I did not mean to interrupt.
Well, as Grono was saying, the small baby man is not here, and I assume he means Billy.
Small baby, yes.
Maybe he's dead.
Oh.
Yes, probably dead.
It
Yes.
is an
Oh.
option. I don't know.
Man, Matty, what would you do if I just sprung Billy back on you?
Oh, you can't. He's mine now.
Just kidding.
He's an NPC now.
No! No!
What kind of books are on the shelves?
There are many books. Most of them don't have titles on the like on the spines. They're mostly very intricately bound. But when you pick them out and flick through them, many are in different languages. There are some in Elven, some in Dwarvish. There are a couple of like oddly bound scrolls that are in Goblin. There are books about philosophy, about history, about the study of magic, the study of science. There are books about it is a veritable library on these shelves. You can almost find anything you're looking for if you look hard enough. However, there doesn't really seem to be. There's a pattern to it, but not one that you can figure out. If that makes sense. Like you can sense there's some kind of like system here, but for the life of you cannot comprehend it. And it is at this moment, as you are looking through the door, that you all hear the latch on the door being turned and the handle beginning to open.
Alert.
John, you have been on the road for some time, traveling with various adventuring groups, but having trouble kindling anything more than a polite acquaintanceship with the members. It has been years, far too many for you to count, since you felt the strength of true camaraderie, or, God's blast your heart for yearning for it, family. So you continue your travels in search of stories and some characters to fill them. One day, while busking on the street for coin, a passerby tossed a note into your hat, but before you could inquire with the stranger about the note's purpose, they had vanished. Curious, you opened the note to find an invitation addressed to you by name to a strange castle in the north. The writer, a Dr. Winter, stated a need for your skills, having received word of you through a previous ally, a Vern Schultz, leader of an adventuring party you ran with called the Necroteers. He promised a large sum of coin in return. Thrilled to have a destination to travel to that was yours alone, you set forth on your journey. Yams. It has been some years since you left your village high in the mountains. Your travels took you far from your home, and at a point, you decided it was a good time to head back for a visit. On your travels back towards your home one night, a mysterious letter appeared to you, floating in the air beside you, keeping pace with you, riding the thermals of the wind just as you were. You snatched it from the air and decided to give it a look. The letter mentioned hearing of your skills through other members of the Ashari tribe, and offered a sum of coin along with a curious reference to something called Ravenswood. The word plucked strangely at the memory of the projected destiny that the Tempest had bestowed upon you. So, intent on following this thread to its end, you set out for Cardon Ekor Emel. Besides, you reasoned it was on the way home. You both arrived at the castle at the same moment. John, how do you approach? And then Yams, how do you approach as well?
Probably playing as I walk. So there's a dull drone, not too loud, and just kind of a noodling sound, not dissimilar to a bagpipe, but a lot buzzier and twangier. And I'm just kind of humming to myself as I go.
I think Yams will fly in behind him, seeing him walking up towards the castle, and land quietly next to him and say, "See, stranger, those are some dulcet tones you got there."
Why, stranger, I believe we're kit and kin here. You seem to have some dulcet tones of your own.
Oh, shucks, you do know how to woo a fine feathered friend.
Oh, I
John,
ain't wooing. I'm just regarding.
John, please describe what Yams is seeing at this moment.
Yams, let me tell you. You're looking at a 6'4", broad-chested, big-bellied, big, bushy, red-bearded man. When he smiles, which he does often, he's got a great big gap in between his wide white teeth. He's playing a strange stringed crank instrument. And he is wearing a long coat. Oh, there he is. He's wearing a long coat that seems to be patched, heavily patched in areas. But yeah, he's a big boy and smiles easy and laughs just as easy.
And Yams, please describe what John sees.
Yams is a small little Aarakocra. Just dressed casually. It's got a. Oh, I have a picture.
That's
Oh,
the best I could
ooh.
find.
That's
Where are
good.
these
Yeah,
pictures
jet
popping
black
up?
Aarakocra.
Huh?
Where are these pictures popping up?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
not
not
seeing
seeing
the
the pictures.
That's
Aarakocra.
me.
Oh,
I didn't see any of the pictures.
Me
Uh,
neither.
Yeah, we didn't see Jolly either.
I hit show to players, but
Are they
Oh, I
secret
think it's
tokens?
only.
huh?
Do they belong to their owners or something?
Oh, there we go.
If you drag them out and then Shift Z it, it'll zoom it for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on here. How about this? How about this? I should just do this. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure shit out.
You got it.
There we go.
You got this.
And
Yay.
Boom.
there we go.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Now if you
You can
click
zoom
them
in
and
on
Shift
those
Z,
Huh?
if you click them and hit Shift Z, it'll do it for us too.
Gotcha.
There it is.
So,
Ooh.
That's a sexy bird.
That's a sexy bird. Damn.
and there is Jolly John.
Howdy.
Hey.
Well, my feathered
He's a-
friend, my
he's a
name's
cowboy hat.
Jolly John Barley Wine. My friends call me Jolly John or JJ. You could call me John. You could call me Jolly. You could call me Barley Wine. Any part of my name will do. But most people just call me Jolly John.
Well, all right, Mr. Jolly John. Very nice to meet you. They call me Yams. Yams Sparkling.
I'm sure they do.
Well, you two are presented with two large wooden doors.
I suppose you got a similar cryptic invitation.
Yeah, it told me to come on in here, and I figure what's the harm in stopping in and saying hello?
Death?
Yeah, well, if it happens, it happens.
Right on the same page with you, brother.
That took
And
me a second, but holy shit.
Wait, I missed it. What'd he say?
Death?
Yeah.
Like what's the harm in showing my face? I don't know, death.
Yep. And then I take my big fat fist and dum, 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 dum. Let's get this party started.
Echoing down long halls. The door opens and
Damn, that's spooky.
you are met by Frederick, the small gnomish butler who introduced himself and then led you down the same long, winding corridor before stopping in front of an ornate wooden door.
The wood doors around these parts.
He turns to you and he turns to you both and says,
Master Winter will be with you shortly. The rest of the party has already arrived.
Oh, there is a party going on.
Indeed.
A birthday party.
Please make yourselves comfortable.
and Frederick opens the door.
Always am, friend. And I saunter in.
Yeah, and the four of you see this large human man carrying his instrument, and the smaller black-feathered Aarakocra stride in, and the door shuts and clicks behind them.
Grono smiles wide. Oh, small baby of mine, you grew.
No, these are different.
Friend, I'm sure you've mistaken me for another.
Oh,
Oh,
But
Bruno,
hey!
such a nice thought. I bet Billy is out there growing somewhere. Anyways.
Hey, you all, well, let me introduce myself. My name's Jolly John Barleywine. My friends call me Jolly John. You can call me Jolly. You can call me Joe. I've been called Joe before, JJB, any one of those. But I suppose I'm here to entertain and impress. So thank you kindly for having me. And I start playing my my hurdy-gurdy
Oh my.
immediately. And it sounded like a this. Something like that.
Can you play a hurdy-gurdy standing up?
Oh yes, I got this strap on me. And that's the thing, and that's the thing. Thank you, and I bow.
John, please make a performance check.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. No, didn't you hear how well I was playing?
That was it.
I heard how well he was playing.
Dane, how much does a hurdy-gurdy cost?
About $100.
Oh no!
Oh, that's not too bad.
That all?
How much?
It looks enormous.
I think like the cheap ones, the beginning ones, $100.
How much does a good hurdy-gurdy cost?
Oh, it's untold treasures.
But hurdy-gurdy for the PS2 you can get for like $6 on eBay.
This a normal roll?
Yeah, just perform. Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't worry about it. I have a +10 in performance. Don't worry about it.
Fucking bards, man.
Fucking forgot. God damn it.
Hey, don't even sweat about that because I'm very good at the hurdy-gurdy, you know.
Oh wow. Yeah. You guys have, the few of you that have seen this instrument before have never heard it played this beautifully.
Yeah.
And those of you who have heard this instrument played before, everyone else was a fucking amateur. This guy must have invented the shit.
Thank you. Jolly John Barleywine here for the evening.
Brew brings him a plate of what is it? A plate of a well-balanced nutritional plate of the cocktail serving.
Well, thank you, miss. You have me at a disadvantage. What is your name?
Prudence.
Well, Miss Prudence, I appreciate the sustenance. Nom, 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 nom.
Just for the record, and maybe there's cheaper ones other places. I've scrolled quite a bit far down on eBay. I'm not seeing anything less than $1,000 for.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. So they're expensive. So I feel like with that in mind, I'm pretty with it. Also, the quality of the music, Nish is pretty impressed, which is hard to do.
But before I take much more of the spotlight, let me introduce my tagger on. This is Yam Sparklin.
Ooh, what instrument do you play?
I don't play any instruments, miss. Sorry. I should learn, shouldn't I?
Well, I think so. Everyone should dabble in the arts. I mean, the creativity is good for the soul.
Here.
Yes. Well,
Just does it pay?
you know.
How much does the arts pay?
Well, that depends on who you're playing for.
Mm.
Yams, what's your deal?
Oh, I'm just a bird in the world passing through, and little birdie came and told me to stop on by, so I'm here. Well, wasn't the birdie so much as a envelope, but Message is the same.
Ain't that the truth? The message is the same. Now, I'd imagine you all got invited to this here castle for a reason. Do you all know the reason?
Work.
Money.
Anyone got fame and power? Because that'd make a...
That
Or
sounded like the
around
beginning of a
Captain
very
Planet.
good musical song. Work, money, power.
Well, I
fame.
suppose we all have different motivations. I mean, me, I'm just doing it for the lark and to catch up with these fun friends. But what would we describe ourselves? A little bit of an adventuring group, a little bit of a devil may care, a little bit of
Adventuring group,
some-
you
some-
say?
oh, we're a little bit of renegades. We're a little bit of heroes. Not my words, other people's words. I don't know. Stories.
Y'all
of
ever killed a man?
How
a
many?
man. Mm,
All right.
well, sorry. Raise your hand if you've killed a man.
Jolly John raises his hand.
Oh, that's so fun. What a fun party game. Now, when we say man, are we saying humanoid or specifically a human man?
That's a good point. I've
Does it
killed
matter?
many
Keeps
beings.
the hands raised.
Has everyone in the room killed some type of living being?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's fun. We should do this like 2 truths and a lie, like 2 kills and a false. I don't know. I haven't killed many men unless you count breaking their hearts. That's a lie too. Anyways,
Well, I will gladly tell you all that there will be no killing at this juncture.
oh my,
it is-
our host is here.
a voice emanates from a high-backed armchair in the center of the sort of space around the hearth that you have all found yourselves sitting by. This chair has been empty. You have been looking at it for the last few minutes that you've been here. But now, as you look to it, sitting there, ensconced in the chair, legs crossed, fingers steepled, long flowing silver hair, glowing silver eyes, the very pale-skinned, pointed-eared elven form of Dr. Winter.
Whoa! Now that's a party trick.
My friends, welcome and welcome back to my humble home. The word is that you have all been out and about, doing what you all did best. Now, did you all stay together, or did you go your separate ways? I'm curious.
Oh, you all know each other.
Oh, so
Well-
sorry. Yes, the 4 of us. See, we were in a group with 6. It was 6 total, but then we're missing one. One, he's got, as Grono said, sort of a baby boy. Very cute though, very smart. And then his other friend named Pete. Maybe are they coming, Dr. Winter?
Oh,
No?
unfortunately, that particular duo has not responded to our invitations.
Oh dear me. Is that a polite way of saying they're dead?
That's a very honest way of saying that we don't know.
Oh boy.
We sent out our invitations and they simply did not we simply did not receive any kind of response, and we know when we are responded to, even if we do not receive letters in return.
Well, I would say, just out of politeness, maybe we should give just a quick moment of silence for our fallen comrades, just in case they're dead. But if they're not dead, then that will be great, and we'll just retract that moment of silence. But we should probably just take a quick moment of silence just in case they're dead, because if they're definitely dead and we're not observing a moment of silence, then that would be terribly rude.
I agree.
Thank you.
Winter raises a glass of brandy.
The moment is not that silent, as Grono this entire time has been trying to figure out how to play his flute a little better after watching the performance before, and is just starting to completely not paying attention to anything going on around him as he
Roll a
continues
performance check. Roll a performance check, you focusing fuck.
to... Oops, that's perception. There's performance. Yeah,
Yeah, even better.
it's
It's
yeah.
a howling of a screech.
It's like Titanic, the flute version.
Oh, I love that.
Winter
Right?
Winter, as he's taking his sip, kind of waves a finger over in Grono's direction, and a sort of shimmer starts to kind of emanate around Grono, and the playing is dulled. Grono, you still hear everything perfectly.
Wait, Matty, what shape do you think that would be in?
What?
What shape? If you had to give a shape of the cone around him, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Cone of silence has been switched on. Yeah. Uh, taking it back. Okay. So, so yes, my sincerest apologies. Yams and Mr. Barley Wine. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Dr. Winter.
And to you too, sir. And I walk up and I put my hand out for him to shake my hand.
He extends a long, spindly fingered, elegant hand and grips you with a surprising strength and firmness.
Well, it is a howdy do to me too.
Yeah, he does not stand from his chair though.
Of course.
Perception check to see what kind of doctor he is.
What? How would you do that?
Well, like she read through all the books, right? So maybe
all
this is
the
some
books?
kind of...
No, you didn't.
Okay, well she thumbed through a lot of them. You know,
there is an eclectic collection here. You cannot. This is basically a library.
But is he wearing like a lab coat? You know,
he is wearing flowing deep blue robes with silver trim and some sort of like looks like a star pattern almost.
Does he have a diploma hanging somewhere in the room, or like?
There's various art and other things on the wall, but where there aren't books, but no.
Is it Dr. Winter, Doctor of Blank on his chest?
This is a joke. He's a doctor in the way that Dr. Phil is a doctor. You know, like the way that Dr. Oz.
So he has a PhD.
Yeah.
he's a bald, fat TV man. This is what you're saying.
Yeah. No. So, it is a pleasure to meet you, John. I have heard a great deal of very good things.
That's good to hear.
And he turns to you, Yams. And it is a pleasure to have any member of the Ashari tribe in my home. Kaitiake to you as well.
Ooh, yeah, wow. I didn't know we were that famous.
Your tribe is, shall we say, instrumental to aiding my organization in keeping the peace.
Oh, well, glad we could help, I suppose.
Well, it is a pleasure to have you all here once again. I assume you would all like to get down to business. Well, now my intrepid adventurers, here's why I have called you here today. The organization and I were very impressed with your handling of the Trog ordeal. Admittedly, catching him napping was a stroke of luck, but being lucky is just as important as being skilled. And we could always use more luck on our side.
Amen to that.
Now, while your last assignment demonstrated how well you all work as a team and how you handle in battle, as I said before, this mission shall be far more, how to put it bluntly, low-key. There is a small roadside farm town, so small as to not even denote a denotation on the map, known throughout the nation for its superior crops. It is located just south of Westron. Unfortunately, tragedy has struck there over the past few months in the form of 3 gruesome murders. The town is too small to necessitate a Crown's Guard presence. They only have a single sheriff to uphold the law. And frankly, she is in deeper waters than she is tall. So, the organization, in an effort to preserve the town's exports, have decided to intervene and send a team of investigators, you all, to see if we can aid the town in solving these crimes. Now, I'm sure you all you might have some questions, and I will do my best to answer what I can. But if not, you have rooms for the night, and your journey can start in the morning.
Well, I just thought I was here to be the entertainment, but if you want me looking into some murders, I suppose I could help out with that as well.
Well, John, you are quite the silver-tongued rogue, as I'm sure.
Please call me Jolly John.
Well, Jolly John, you are quite the silver-tongued rogue, as you know, and that could be beneficial in an investigation.
Right on.
What would you have us do with the murderer? Will we kill them?
I say that bringing them to the law would be sufficient. As long as they are
But if we want to kill them?
If killing them is necessary, kill away.
How
But
much?
I sincerely doubt that you'll find much resistance in that small town.
She looks a little disappointed. This one asked how much. I point to Prue.
Oh, yeah, Trixie, I saw your hand up, and Prudence, I shall answer that question.
Oh, well, Prue was asking how much, which, I mean, frankly, doesn't really matter to me. But for some of us, the payment is part of the deal, so it should warrant a discussion.
Of course.
And I have a follow-up question that's mine. I was just asking on Prue's behalf because she doesn't quite speak as loudly as I do. So I was just doing my part as a good friend. But I do have a follow-up question. So this doesn't count as my question. I wasn't raising my hand to ask this question. I was just stepping
Trixie,
in and asking
your
this
follow-up
question.
question would be?
Oh, how have you been? What are you up to?
Well, answered in order asked. Prudence, the payment upon delivery of the perpetrators to
Ooh,
justice.
you said plural. Is that a hint that there are two?
That is an unknown factor in this case.
So it could be one murderer. It could be more than one murderer.
Could be potentially more than one. It's always best to assume.
Cough when I'm getting close.
I would have coughed at 2 if I had noticed.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Upon delivery of the perpetrator or perpetrators to justice, I would say a fair amount would be 25,000 gold.
30.
30 would split much more cleanly.
Ever the haggler, aren't you? Make a persuasion check, Prudence.
Fuck yeah.
I'd like to add, as a helping word, that
Do I get to add a bonus?
Oh wait, so you're trying to aid?
yeah, I'm trying to give her advantage.
And you
yeah.
haven't rolled yet. You haven't rolled yet. Wait. Let's see what you had to say.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's how this works in this game.
Yeah, I know.
Persuasion.
Thinking.
Can I roll intimidation instead of persuasion?
At a much higher DC, sure.
No. You roll persuasion, but I need to come up with the point that make. Never mind.
25,000 gold. Take it or leave it.
Well, take it.
All right. How about this? Tell you what, since I don't want to alienate anything, if you can deliver the perpetrator or perpetrators alive, there might be a bonus.
Ooh, huzzah. Sorry, Nish.
If at all possible. I fully recognize that could not be possible. But, so, dead, 25,000. Alive, potentially more.
What about maimed, but alive?
If there's a pulse and they can be tried,
I will leave the tongue
if they
in
can
their
stand
mouth.
trial, if they can stand trial, then that's a job well done, in my opinion.
Prue kind of
You gotta
whispers
give
to
them both
Nish.
their
they can-
legs. So they
What was
can
that, Bree?
stand trial. Don't cut off their legs.
Gotta stand.
Just one.
See, that
leg.
was a joke about standing. Get it, everyone?
Prue kind of mutters to Nish, their spirits can stand trial.
I didn't actually hear what you said.
It's okay. No one hears you.
I was listening so intently, and I'm like, I didn't make that out.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I said Prue whispers to Nish, their spirits can possibly stand trial.
We shall hope.
Right. Well, any other curiosities, questions? Trixie, yes. Oh, yes, of course. How have I been?
Yeah.
Well, make a persuasion check. Or you know what? No. Just straight charisma. Just straight charisma.
Oh no.
Because just like, how charismatic were you in that moment?
I don't think that
How much how much info are you gonna get? Okay. I have been studying. That has been the majority of my time.
Well, that's cryptic.
I enjoy engrossing myself in information.
You sound like good investigator. You come with us.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
idea, Grono.
Unfortunately, I have far too many responsibilities that would take me elsewhere to go into the field myself, but that is why I am trusting you all.
Your loss.
Any other questions about the mission?
You know
itself?
how they were killed.
I do actually. It appears that they were all poisoned.
Oh my.
Imagine that. Poisoned? And how were they found?
They all seem to have died the same way through some kind of poison. The bodies were all found covered in a bloody vomit. There were signs of a struggle, and the eyes were red, puffy. The mouth and throat were red and swollen, and the tongue was purple.
Gross.
Prue starts looking for books on poison.
Make an investigation check. Anybody else?
Would Grono recognize this as any kind of herb or other plant life that would match that description?
Jeez.
Rolling like a champ tonight, Dylan.
I know.
Yeah, Dylan, you start looking and you pull out a book that looks like it's for, you know, about poisonous stuff, and you open it and it's in a language that you don't even recognize.
She knows quite a few languages.
You know what? Yeah. Grono, make a what exactly were you asking?
If there's an herb or other plant that might match the poison symptoms that I'd be aware of.
Okay. Make a nature or history. I'll let you choose.
Okay.
Well then. Yeah, you are aware that there are several poisonous plants that match this description. I cannot give you that list right now because I can't bring it off the top of my head and I don't have it prepared, but I will definitely send it to you by the end of the session.
Okay.
Or after the session.
So then Grono will just
Yeah, but there are definitely several. I'd say you can think of at least three.
Okay.
You could think of at least three different plants or herbs that could potentially
manifest the symptoms.
Manifest the symptoms, yes.
I raise my hand.
Yes, Nish.
And I kind of lean forward a little bit. Logistically, I had a Russian accent last time, and it wasn't that good then. It's just kind of gone now.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You've been in the country longer.
I'm just sort of talking roughly.
You've been in the country longer. Your accent's going.
If it would stand to reason that if there is poison, that you will send us with enough food from here to eat.
Oh, that.
Because we are going to go into these beds and we are going to wake up in the town. I know this. I know this.
Ingredients is fine.
Oh yes,
And we will not eat a single morsel of this place.
Very well. That is a respectable request. Your packs shall be full to the bursting of fresh food and ingredients.
I like the way this lady thinks.
I kind of just nod. I don't say thank you. I just sort of nod approvingly and like lean back.
He nods in return. Anything else before we retire for the evening?
Well, yes. Are you going to do that weird thing where we go to bed in one place and then so Yams and Jolly John, just a quick little recap about what happened last time. This was a whole thing. It was okay. I am gonna. This is not a criticism. I will say the spread was a bit better at the last meeting. It was a little bit more of a full sit-down dinner. This is kind of more hors d'oeuvres, just finger foods. But same thing. We had a whole conversation about a mission, and we were all like, "Okay, sure, we're gonna do it. Hooray!" And he said, "Oh, well, we have got these fine beds for you." And then we did that, and it was great, and it was lovely. But then, we woke up at a tavern. So I'm just saying, like, if you don't like waking up at a tavern, if you've got any weird allergies to sheets, you might want to bring them with you to the bed because you're going to wake up somewhere else.
You might not fit in bed when wake up too.
Oh, excellent point, Grono.
I'm
not looking at either of you specifically, Jolly John or Yams. I'm just saying that it's possible that one or both of you might not fit in whichever bed you are transported to. Either one. I'm not saying who.
That was the intended mode of transportation, yes, but you will not be transported directly to the town, unfortunately. There are limitations. You will be transported to the...
We are being transported.
Yes, it is the... I apologize if there was any... discombobulation upon waking the last time. This method of transportation is simply the easiest.
Like big bed. no little big bed.
We shall do our best. But yes, this time you shall arrive in the morning to a sorry. Bleh. You are going to be arriving in the Underwalk ward of Westron in the morning. So, from there, you will make your way south down the Silver Cut roadway, and the town will present itself to you about, I'd say, a day and a half travel.
Ooh, that certainly makes things easier because I just flew in here and boy are my arms tired.
No. Oh no. I have to go.
This was a fun session, Matty. It's time. It's over. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Over. All right. Yeah. Dr. Winter stands up. Fireball.
Jolly John pulls a cord on his back and he just explodes out of there. It's just
I don't get it.
Straight up. Spencer said, "I just flew in and boy are my arms tired," which is a very old vaudeville joke.
But it makes sense
because he's a bird man.
Because he's a bird man. But the old joke was that hey, I just flew in on an airplane and boy are my arms tired.
Because it was like he was flapping.
Because it was like I was flapping the whole time I was up there to keep the airplane awake. It's the Anyway, I just said keep the airplane awake. We're just going to ignore that.
Can we do a bio break?
Yes. Perfect.
I've got to go ponder this airplane situation.
All right, guys. Yeah, back in 5 to 7 minutes. Also, Spence, take your inspiration and get
take
the
your
fuck
inspiration,
out.
You son of a
Thank
bitch.
you.
Take your inspiration and get the fuck out.
No, I won't do that.
I will not.
Spence, what'd you think of what I wrote?
That it's great, and thank you so much, because like I know nothing about this world. I know it has a bunch of lore, and I was like, oh boy, that's overwhelming. So I appreciate the assist on that one.
No worries, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, where did you get the name Trog from? I meant to ask that last time we played.
Trog, I
Yeah.
can't remember. I wrote that adventure years ago when I first started, like when I first got into D&D, and I just completely pulled it out of my ass. So
Because I know a couple of Trogs in fantasy stuff, and I was like, wait, do you play this
X, Y, or Z?
really what?
Do I play X, Y, or Z? These really obscure fantasy games?
Yeah, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Matt, have you heard of this?
Which is this?
Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup?
Nope.
No? I thought you were on that level of old nerd who might have heard of it before. Sorry, like
it's all good.
But yeah, there's a decent sized page, like wiki page of lore on the Ashari tribe, but like it's very basic. They are guardians of the 4 rifts where the elemental planes bleed into the material planes. There's the fire, the Ashari, the air Ashari, the earth Ashari, and the water Ashari.
cool.
They are all sister tribes of each other.
Very cool.
And 100 years ago, the Avatar disappeared. And that's when the fire Ashari attacked.
Oh no.
That's fun.
I have one of the Ashari right here.
Hey, that's who you were. That's your chieftain, but much younger.
And tiny.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Cool.
Hey, cool. Hey.
Wait, hold on. I have her Funko Pop.
My God.
We really like Critical Role, okay?
I got it.
I also have a Adventure Zone magic wand around here somewhere, okay?
Dang, did you not recognize Yam Sparkling as the character I played in the pumpkin game?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I recognize him.
Bam.
There she is
Ooh,
with her antlers.
I know who that is.
Kill it.
It's fun.
Yeah, but she is much, much older in this campaign. She is.
I'd imagine.
She is centuries old at this point.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I should probably say our campaign takes place a couple of like, yeah, I'd say a century or two after
the events of Vox Machina.
The events of Critical Role, at least. Yeah.
I know I don't really know about Critical Role, but I have a knot pin. I have not, and I have
Have you watched any of campaign 2?
What's that?
Have you watched any of it?
The first episode. So like pre-COVID, my Friday mornings were making D&D terrain and attempting to digest Critical Role, and then COVID started and everything was bunk.
I get you.
But
I get you.
I got a couple because I can't just listen to Critical Role. There's too many voices.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to learn the faces first, and then you can listen to it because you'll recognize the voices.
Nah, dog. All theater of the mind for me, baby. Day one.
I tried to listen to the podcast mode to start, and I couldn't like.
Wait,
parse
do
what
they
was
have
happening.
a podcast mode for it now?
Yes, absolutely.
I might actually listen to it then. I thought it was only video, and there was no way I was
No.
gonna watch.
That's
You
the
can
only
watch
way
video.
I've listened to it. I caught a couple of the streams at the end of season 2, but yeah, I'm a podcast boy all the way.
I got to watch premiere of campaign 3 in theaters.
Yeah, he went to the theater.
Wow.
Yeah, they live streamed it in like theaters across the country, and I got to see it.
Oh yeah, they started up the new one recently, didn't they?
They
Yep,
did.
campaign 3. And boy, is it just like looking at all their characters, it is just a sexual panic for me.
Yeah, that robot. Ooh.
Dude, the fact that Matt Mercer created an entire cleric subclass so that Sam could be a therapist
Yeah.
is my favorite fucking thing in the world. He's just like, Sam's like, hey, I want to play a cleric, but I don't really want to have a deity or like do about the god shit. Can I just be a therapist? And he's like, fuck yeah. All right, are we ready to jump back in?
Yeah.
Both
All right.
feet.
So, are there any more questions just in general about information you would like before you go in? Nah, you guys good?
I guess so.
All right. Okay. So, at that point, Dr. Winter says, "Well, it has been a pleasure seeing you all again, and I look forward to seeing how this turns out. I bid you all good night, for I have pressing matters that I need to attend to before I sleep. But
Insight check.
would you really like to?
No, I'm joking. Keep
If
going.
you okay,
Hi.
Have pressing matters.
go for it.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Sure.
Give me some whispers, baby.
I like to do rolls.
I thought I pressed it. Yeah. No.
Oh, finally.
Mine ain't working.
Really?
Oh, I see what happened. There it is.
I also want to reiterate, even though like Prue is super nice, anytime she's actually looking at you, she looks really mean and angry.
Resting bitch face. Got
She's
it.
got resting bitch face really hard.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, both of you are pretty good at reading people. Pretty good at reading people, and you guys are fairly confident in your abilities to kind of suss out a person. And you look at this guy, you look for all of the telltale signs, the classic tics and traits of, anyone who would be deceiving or lying, and
He has all of them.
He is a mystery wrapped in a conundrum, just soaked in wonder, because this
Is it a sexy wonder?
That's up to you. He is not a young man, but he's not exactly old. Yeah, the closer you look at his little
I'm just wondering if
personality
Trixie's gonna
and his physical attributes, the more you get almost distracted. It's like a visual maze of some kind. Like it gets drawn to one point, and before you can really process it, it's drawn to another. It's odd. You kind of have to shake yourself out of it.
I can't quite put a mental finger on you.
That is the point. Anyway, it has been wonderful seeing you all. I bid you all a good night. And he stands, and instead of just disappearing, he walks out of the room, and he leaves through a different door. You guys are free to socialize as you will, but Frederick will lead you all up to your rooms whenever you're ready. If there's anything you'd like to talk to each other about before you go to bed.
And Prue look after him, like peer around the door to see what hallway. I'm just curious.
You go to open the door after it shuts, and you can't find the handle.
What?
You can't find the handle, and you look, and where'd the door go? There's no door there.
Ah!
She's got a frustrated expression on her face.
The longer you spend in this house, the more you realize this place feels like a constantly moving maze.
She's so annoyed.
I had a friend once named Escher who would really dig this place.
Ah! Nah,
hate it.
nah.
I hate it.
He
I
was
hate it.
he was the host of a show. He went by MC.
What if his name was Master of Ceremonies Escher?
Welcome to my painting.
Okay. Fun fact. Logic, the rapper, his name is Sir Robert is Sir Robert Hall or something like that. He is not a knight of the realm. He has never been knighted. You can't be knighted if you're not a native Brit. And his parents just named him Sir Robert.
That's awesome.
That's
I'm just
dope.
like, what?
He's got cool ass parents.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if there's nothing else,
I'd like to before we adjourn for the evening, I'd like to present with you all with a particular song that helps me get to sleep at night. And I play a song. I have to describe it, but I play a pretty slow, almost melancholic melody, and the words are less lyrics and more of a like story. And I describe the life of a woman who led a quiet life, herding sheep, and how her family one by one left her, and it's kind of sad, but like very I would say comforting in a strange way. And that's the song Jolly John plays for you all.
Grona would like to accompany him until someone insists he does not.
Let's see what your performance check is like. And
yeah, go for it. John, hit me with that performance. All right. Oh, okay. I thought that was you for a second, John. All right. So yeah, Grona, yeah. So John starts playing as he sits in a chair by the fire, and he starts playing. And whatever you guys are doing, you kind of just continue to do, like, like letting someone who's playing music at a get together just kind of play in the background. And the longer he plays, you start to really listen, because as you're kind of doing your own thing, you're realizing you can't really make out the words that he's singing, and you listen a little harder, and there are no words there, but in your mind you can see it, like he's playing a film in your mind of this woman leading her life and herding the sheep. You can see every moment in a flash of this woman's life, picture perfect, like you were standing right beside her.
Like that episode of Star Trek where Captain Picard lives a whole life inside of a satellite. You remember that one? No, it's an episode. He learns to play the flute in it. Anyway, you see her from like very, very, very young until she's very, very, very old. And then how she dies, which is not great.
Poison.
Remember the one where they turn into babies, though, too? That's an episode of Star Trek Next Gen.
So
How did she die? What is the death that they see in the final moment?
You do see Jolly John kill her.
So in that moment, Jolly, in that moment you do see, but like it is like a flash, and you get a sort of sense of finality from it, a sort of a sense of mourning, but also a sense of kind of almost contentment.
It's sad, but
You killed her?
yep. Well, contentment from her.
How did you kill her?
I probably bashed her over the head with a great club.
Do we get the sense this is a mercy killing, or is this a?
You get the sense that this was that this progressed as that these events progressed as they should.
It's just how it happened.
Well, tell us what, Mr. Jolly John. Why did you decide to show us this particular little bit of yourself?
It's comforting right before bed. I find the vistas of that story to really lull me to sleep. The last bit of unpleasantness is necessary to the telling of the story, and that's how things end sometimes.
I suppose it is, isn't it?
Good night. And then I go to bed.
The night finds you all. You all find yourselves to your individual rooms, each of them still just as personalized as they were last time. And you find your all sleep finds you all. You awaken again in the morning in a tavern again, but this time a different one from the last time in Drina. This time much darker and much dingier and much more cramped. Nish and Grano, you two are both on the floor. John, you are stuffed into a bed. Prue, Nish, Yams, the three of you are on rickety old moth-eaten beds in a dark tavern room as you all wake up and find yourselves again in a strange tavern.
Who makes coffee?
Well, you already smell breakfast wafting up from downstairs, and if you head down there, the old barkeep Tom stands behind the bar, kind of rubbing a dirty rag on the dirty bar. Just kind of looks up, says, "Good morning."
I require your stove. I'd like to make coffee.
It's in the back.
Just like
And,
that.
and he just goes back to just scrubbing.
If you need breakfast, it's 2 silver.
What town is this?
Oh, you're in Western, the Underwalk Ward to be precise.
And that's in line with what
Yes.
Winterman told us. And we're not in the murder town yet.
No.
Okay.
You are about a day and a half north.
I give him a gold.
Oh.
For 5 amounts of breakfast.
Well, coming right up, and he kind of just, and you see this guy's an old balding human man. He's got about 3 teeth in his whole head. He looks like life put him through the ringer about 5 times. But he's just kind of well, thank you very much, and he kind of hobbles off into the back. Prudence, he kind of nudges you over. Excuse me, and gets to cooking breakfast.
And I go sit down, but I'm like, okay, you order now for you, everyone. Real quick.
He's gone.
How much money did we get for the last thing? I didn't write it
You
down.
got 25,000. That was
Split between 6 of us.
Split between the 6 of you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll figure that out.
Just for everyone.
It's 4,100 and change.
All right, cool.
4166.
4166 gold.
Not for Jolly John. Not for Yams.
Nope. This is your first. So yeah,
Money.
yeah. So you all make your way down eventually. Bob brings out enough breakfast for Nish. Sees the rest of you. Goes back.
I find whatever the biggest table is because I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, brings out some more.
There you go. I assume you are the folks that the little guy told me were coming last night.
Yeah, that's us.
Right. Well, he told me you were. He left some directions for you and some rations as well. They're in the back in some sacks. And he also left you directions as well.
Now you only had exchanges with a gnome man.
Yeah, small little feller in a tuxedo.
Sounds about right.
You're muted.
Very important question. What
Right.
color bow tie was the little gnome man wearing? Did it have a lot of gold embroidery on it?
Why, yes, it did.
Oh, splendid! He loves the gift. Fun.
Yes. All right. Well, yes.
Brew
Well,
comes out with coffee.
well, I guess you have your. Is that my coffee?
I found the sacks.
What were we left with? I guess
Say what? Like
you
as
said
far
you
as,
found
like-
the sacks that.
Oh yeah. You found 5 sacks full of various ingredients or fresh foods. Enough to last you about a week.
Okay, Prue, you found it from that, or you found it from old man Smithers?
He goes back into the back to kind of check shit. And you guys are left to your devices. Is there anything quickly you'd like to do in town before you head off, or?
Trixie wants to order anything with bubbles and toast to their next adventure. So, I mean, I know we're on the clock. I'm not saying we're gonna get tipsy. I'm just saying everyone get half a glass just for the ceremony, just for the ritual. I think it would be fun.
He brings out a very, very, very flat champagne.
Oh, splendid. Oh my. Well,
I've had worse.
That's, 2 gold.
she flips him 3 gold.
3.
Mark it off, and he skips away. You've never seen an old man so limber.
I call him back actually.
Oh yeah, yes.
What is there? You know the nature of what we are about to do. Is there anywhere to prepare magic item store, anything like this?
Haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
What is there to do in this town?
Oh,
Let's try this.
in Western? Well, I mean, there's the whole city.
You know, Western is a good sized town, there is a metro area here.
Sure, I'm just trying to ask him where we buy magic items or anything
Yeah,
like that.
is there an apothecary or something?
Magical items, right. I'm not aware of I'm not aware of any locally, unfortunately.
What about a pharmacist or someone that would make antidotes to poison?
Regular potions also will suffice.
Let me think while I think for a second.
In the meantime, please enjoy the stylings of the hurdy-gurdy. Here we go.
No, you can just share audio, right?
Oh, I didn't.
Was her name Patty Gertie? Because I really hope it was.
His wife's name was Patty Gertie.
There is somebody named Patty Gertie, yeah. Okay. Here we go. What a weird time.
I want this to be your hold music at some point, Kane.
I like this less the more I listen to it.
Right.
I liked it.
Right. I suppose you could.
He says to Eunice,
I suppose you could try the ancient Spriggan. He might have something.
Where is this?
Oh, it's down the road.
he tells you where.
Tell me the address. No, I'm just kidding.
452 Ancient Three-Way.
Just please, good herbalist. Any things there?
I send people there usually when they have hangovers.
What's this?
when you drink too much and then you wake up feeling like shit in the morning. You're very big. You're very big. You're a very large man, person, thing, cow man. If there's not anything else, I'll take my money and go now.
Yes, please, in good health.
All right. And he scurries back off behind the bar. So yeah.
Yes, are you planning on buying anything in particular?
I would like to window shop. I mean, we need potions, yes, but
I think Trixie
Otherwise.
made a good point about anti-venoms.
Yeah, if there's anything that we could take prophylactically or in the moment, should we know that we're poisoned, it would probably be a good idea to have something on hand.
Maybe there's a spell scroll shop where I could get some lesser restorations.
Ooh, fun.
So you guys would like to make your way to the ancient Spriggan?
Make it away.
yeah. After we eat just all the fucking food in the world.
All right. So yeah, you guys eat up and head off. You find the ancient Spriggan. It is a sort of dark, candle-lit room, very sparsely lit. All the light sources are very spread out from each other and very closely guarded. They're all very dim. It's you seem to walk into a kind of, it looks like someone had a store and then started in oh god, what's turning something into gold?
Alchemy.
Alchemy, like, yeah, and like an alchemist, or like, and I started like doing an alchemist's like shop in the middle of this regular store. And you head in and there's a middle-aged man standing, or a middle-aged half-elf behind a counter, kind of scribbling in a notebook. He's got wiry hair that's sprigged out. He kind of looks up from behind big, magnifying glasses. Hello? How can I help you?
We're here for magical items.
I don't sell magical items.
What do you sell?
Remedies and drafts, potions, that and the like.
We need some health potions and some anti-poison.
He goes down under the counter, kind of tosses a couple of things. Like you hear a couple of crashes, some bottles fly. You can swear you hear a cat go. And he brings up a crate, and he kind of rifles through the crate. He sets out 3 minor healing potions, and
you said antivenoms.
Yeah, something to handle poison. We are expecting to come against some pretty heavy poisons.
Barley,
And
venom and poison, not same thing.
I
Very
don't know.
important,
That's a good point,
very important
Bruno.
distinction, big fella. And he kind of like rifles through again, and he brings out 2 vials. This antivenom, plops it down, rifles out, brings out 1 sort of longer vial. This anti-poison. And he sets it down.
What's in this anti-poison one?
This one can expel any kind of poison from the body. It's used with it's created with a magical process.
So you
What are
do
the
sell
common-
magical items.
Not the items, just the potions.
Okay. Matt, has Grono shared with the party?
I was just about to rattle off all
Okay.
3 of the known poisons I can think of, or
All
herbs that
could be dealt with. All could be dealt with.
With
Very
this,
well.
with this, and he holds up the longer kind of anti-poison vial.
good
I
I
thought it was
take.
venom though.
He has 2 vials of anti-venom he describes. He has 2 vials of anti-venom that are 1 use each, and 1 vial of ultimate use anti-potion that is 3 uses.
Poison.
Sorry, anti-poison potion that is 3 uses.
I look at
3 doses
Grano.
in that.
I look at Grano and he's like, is the venom, is that for snakes? Do we not need this?
This venom animal, yes, the poison plant, normally speaking.
Should we get them just in case, though? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have some antivenom too. We should just have it as a backup.
How much you asking
how
there,
much?
Specs?
I mean, some quick calculations. And he goes to the back and
What kind of animals in the area are venomous?
make a history or nature check. I will let you choose.
Well, she asks Grono.
Oh, make a history or nature check. I will let you choose.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you now.
21 nature. Is that what you rolled?
Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. There are any number of venomous things. Most of them being insects or arachnids or some kind of reptile in that sense. But there could be any number in this area. Almost too many to count. I'm sure Grono just starts reciting a list.
Sorry,
Would I know of any like natural remedies that you easily come by to the point where I'd just be dismissive, or would I actually think that
Natural remedies?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
what do you- I'm
yes.
sorry.
I mean, like be able to gather local herbs to counteract these kind of afflictions due to like, would I be concerned about it?
It is very difficult to. You do understand that the three plants that do create this kind of effect are very difficult to counter.
Okay.
So there are counters to them, but they're very localized, and none of them are native to this area.
We want anti-poison venom. You plan to get bite?
The anti-poison is 150 gold. The anti-venoms are 50 each. The healing potions are 50 each as well.
Chrono will plop down the 150 for the anti-poison.
Mark it off. King.
Friends, I seem to be a little light in that I only have 15 gold to my name.
You have so Grano, you have a potion of anti-poison that is that is not a thing in D&D. I literally just made it up.
No, that's fine.
So anti-poison, it has 3 uses.
Could we get 2 little vials with little chains and split up the doses among 3 people? Because what if we're out by ourselves and we get poisoned? I'm just saying.
Just Trixie.
And since we're first-time customers, we should get a discount.
Oh, fun! That's such a good thing.
What?
I'm so
Prue,
sorry.
what's
What is
discount?
your name again?
You see this guy kind of just like the more conversation that is happening around him, the more kind of just like he just sort of just shrinks into himself. It looks like he's being compressed.
Let me ask you something. Do you have any oils for weapons?
Specifics.
Any oil would do. You could use cooking oil.
No
It's
specifics.
Like for flame, I'm this is Matty.
So I don't know. Like sometimes there's like poisons and things you can put on your weapons, or like holy water, shit like that.
No.
Okay.
None.
I will take the rest of what is on the table.
What about that discount?
Prue, what discount?
I just put the I sort of
seems
look back at
reasonable.
Prue, and I'm like, I have it. Do not need discount.
253 gold.
Also, Nish and Grona, you must let us reimburse you. We're going to split this all evenly, except Jolly John and Yams. You guys are new to the party. Totally get it. You guys are on me. I got you covered. Don't even worry about it.
Nish have discount.
Nish, you have so mark off 253 gold. You have 2 small vials that are empty. You have 2 vials of anti-venom and 3 minor healing potions.
Give 1 to Prue, and I give 1 to Trixie. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Bye.
Wow, splitting up that poison sure is prudent.
Oh God.
I think
I'm sure,
Yams
you know,
gets murdered.
we can definitely do some kind of fair and equitable system to, switch around the vials at a certain time of the day, so we all get to wear them for an even amount of time, so we're all in equal danger amongst the party. Also, I'm so sorry. What, Mr. Shopkeeper, what was your name again? I'm so sorry.
Shit. What was his name?
Spriggs?
Huh?
Spriggs? Sprig?
Sure. Sprig.
Oh, Mr. Sprig, we didn't even introduce ourselves. My name is Trixie Meowcafeller, probably, and this is the rest of my party. We're on a little adventure. We've got some top secret business. I dare not say any more, except give you a hint. We're gonna battle
Please
some
leave.
poison. What?
Please leave.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We are gonna, everyone, let's all leave. Let's all get out of his hair. Quick question before we leave. We're definitely going to do that right in this
real
moment.
quick.
One of the lenses of his glasses cracks.
Oh my, please also put that on my tab. Happy to replace that lens. Just toss it on the tab. And if there is a new, customer discount or something, or bulk discount, we are buying quite a few. I'm just saying we're buying quite a few things, but please just toss that on my tab. I don't want to break your glasses. They do look
The other
great.
one shatters.
Oh dear. Oh my. Okay, well just toss that on my tab. I've definitely got it.
I walk away for 1 second. His glasses are broken.
If anyone has any magic, what's that repairing cantrip? If anyone's got any of that,
Mending.
If anyone's got mending powers or prowess, just I was gonna ask you is, do you have any fun potions?
He faints.
Oh damn it!
Well,
I would like to nominate for inspiration, personally.
If he's incapacitated, is
Oh
he
my
incapacitated?
god.
You're just gonna steal all the potions?
Be a
No.
decent person.
If,
have no idea what
if
any
Prue
of
even
this is.
attempts it, I stop
You have
her.
no idea what you look around, you have no idea what anything is.
We won't.
You have no idea what any of this is. You can pick random shit up and leave, but
Do you give it a shot though, Prue?
All right, let's go to the
I don't
magic
know what
item shop.
characters Yams
There is
and
none.
John are.
There's none.
Oh, there's
or
no
Chrono would like to try to rouse him
Yeah.
gently.
Oh, thank you, Chrono. So sorry.
oh.
We're leaving. But
So
everyone's-
sorry. We go, where provisioner?
He points down the road.
Chrono kind of puts him back down and marches out towards the provisioner.
Okay. You know you were given full provisions, right?
I know.
All right. All right. So you guys move on to the
Trixie throws money for the glasses.
Okay.
Just like,
So
oh,
you
sorry.
guys-
Oh.
You guys head to the provisioner. Is there anything you what would you like to get there exactly, Corona?
I'm looking for barley, for yams, and for a sprig of any kind of herb I can find.
On the way, Prue tells
like-
Grono.
Hmm?
On the
Go.
way, Prue tells Grono, discounts is how you don't end up homeless.
Fuck, that's real. 2 copper.
Okay. All the provisions I get of each of those things, I give as much barley as I could carry to barley wine, and a handful
looks
of
at
yams to
Grono.
yams. And then I march back to the apothecary to give him a sprig.
And what am I supposed to do with this?
And now I'm taking your inspiration away. All right. So-
Just before we go on, I was running off when I was saying it. I wanted to make sure that Prue got one of the potions I bought, and then I gave the other one to Trixie. And I
What
guess
kind of
I have
potion was
both of the
it?
anti-venoms.
They're anti-venoms?
Yeah, I got the 2 anti-venoms, but I assume Grono was the potion able to get split up
Yeah,
into
we
3,
can
the
put
big
it in a
one?
little-
Okay.
Yeah,
And
you did
Trixie-
you got 2 more little things.
Trixie babbled about creating some type of system where we all rotate who's wearing it at some point.
Okay.
Good.
So, you guys set out on the Silvercut roadway and begin heading down the road. You are walking for about, I'd say, about half a day. And as you progress down the Silvercut roadway, you see something by the side of the road coming up at a fork in the distance. And I'd like anyone who's really paying attention to make a perception check for me. Grono, you trip. Nish, you trip over Grono. As you
I
guys...
rolled a 4. For what
Yeah.
it's
God, Grono rolled a 1 and got a 4. You rolled a 4 and got a 1. That's hilarious. All right. So as you guys are picking yourselves up, you look up and you see, as you're growing, as you are walking closer, you see several young travelers sitting by the side of the road. They're sitting on the ground with their eyes fixed on an elderly man sitting in front of them on the steps of a small Vardo with an open side. You immediately notice it is not Billy and Pete's.
Oh.
Yeah. The old man
is... you do both the voices.
Oh, what's up, Prue?
I'd like to roll for like. Oh, I wasn't paying attention because she was peeling potatoes on the way. How good are these potatoes peeled, man?
Make a dex check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Because you're walking.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you're walking.
How do you... Oh.
Just roll it and take the lower number.
Okay. Just straight dexterity?
Yeah. 5. They are... The potatoes are okay. Your fingers are a little sore and a little bloody in places. But the potatoes are fine. You just haven't gotten through as many as you wanted to. So, you can see this Vardo. Sorry. You can see this Vardo is packed with wares. The old man is dressed in a long, dusty traveling robes. His face is wrinkled with smile lines from obvious decades upon decades upon decades of a happy life. The young travelers are enraptured by the words of this old man and seem to be drinking in every bit of what feels like a sermon. As you approach, the old man looks up and notices you all approaching and smiles, a small glint in his eyes.
And that was the last I saw of him. But his brother I would see again, although under much different circumstances. But I think that shall be a story for the next time we meet. The day wears on and the road grows busy.
He nods his head in your direction, and the travelers turn, so very surprised to see you. Smiling, they rise, stretching and preparing themselves to continue their journey. As you kind of see into the Vardo, you see there are all manner of items. Nish, you are in heaven. You have found your magic item shop.
Hey.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Drew asks them if they'd like to buy some potatoes.
Yeah, the three young adventure travelers introduce themselves to you as Davenor, a very young, pretty half-elven woman. Her partner Pranoa, who is another very pretty half-elven woman, and then Davenor's brother Gwyn, who is a very pretty half-elven.
Gwyn, you say?
Yes, Gwyn.
Ooh, she's like a princess, is the thing.
Yes, Davenor.
That's a joke for Jestane.
It's me. I get it.
Davenor, Pranoa, and Gwyn, they're just traveling on their way south, just traveling, looking for whatever the world has to offer.
Does she look like a sitting duck? that joke?
I don't get it, but
it's fine. It's not worth it, but it is worth it. For me, it is worth it.
So, you guys, these three are kind of putting themselves together, and this old man says,
"Welcome, travelers. My name is Sinquil Drathomir. Hold on, I have a..."
Does it look like Sinquil lives in this Bardo?
Yes, it does.
Grono would like to walk up. Oh, Sinquil, so sorry. Someday you find discount.
Oh no. I get it.
Hi.
All right, are you guys seeing this?
Let's see.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Her
right,
doesn't normally smile,
Whoa.
but like just like the little twitch of her mouth.
So yeah, this is what you see, and his description is below, as well as a link to all of his items, and also a wider list of items as well.
Oh, this is
Wait,
excellent.
can I see that link
Thank
again?
you very much. Huh?
Can we see that link again?
Yeah, 1 second.
It looks like it's in our handouts.
Oh, okay.
I can
Should be
see
now.
him and the handouts.
Oh, you're right. Sinquil's wares.
Wow.
Well, Trixie immediately introduces herself to all four of them and starts chatting them up. While Emily
yeah.
is reading this.
No, that doesn't sound like her.
That link seems to have expired.
Yeah, the
there.
last
Yeah,
one
I
doesn't
can't
work.
see it.
Oh no. 1 second.
Is this the thing that makes shops though? Because that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, 1 sec. 1 sec. I'm putting it in chat. There you go. It's in the Roll20 chat. But yeah, it's a shop randomizer, and you can like fucking dude. It's so cool.
Oh, this is excellent. What do the things you put in the
The
bottom,
prices
do
are
those have
all
prices?
the prices are all the prices, and you can organize them by the item, by the type, by the category, the rarity, the price, etc.
Love it. Oh, I see what you've done. You've just taken some of them. Is that right?
You've just made several DMs nights.
Well,
There was
I'm
no
asking you about the
roasting
prices
sweet
of the
potatoes.
listed items in this handout. Like the ring of protection, the horn of blasting. I don't see those on this other
are. Let me see. Sorry.
Yeah, Grono's real interested in the gloves of fire.
Oh, the gloves of fire. So he kind of picks them up and holds them in his hands, and he says, I remember these. These, quite powerful. What do you intend to use them for, my friend?
Well, with fire comes rebirth.
Interesting. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
He's trying to have a baby.
For some reason, Prue stopped for a faint second when she heard that, almost looking puzzled.
To be clear, it's probably
you hear-
the deepest thing you've ever heard Grono say.
Yeah.
Ever.
Sinquil kind of Sinquil chuckles, and it's like branches scraping against each other in wind. All right. Let's call it 250 gold, half off.
For the sweet potatoes? Deal.
That's quite good. Tell you what, 2 gold for those. And he flicks you 2 gold. Ding, ding. And he
Money definitely
proffers a
exchanges
hand for the
hands.
potato. Say what?
Money definitely changes hands.
All right. Give yourself the gloves of fire.
I want this ring.
The protection.
Yes.
Right. What do you mean to use your item for?
I sort of like, I look confused because Nish doesn't get it. And I sort of say kind of point blank, protection.
Did she say sex shit?
No,
Protection. I'm going to fuck it.
Damn it. No, hey, protection.
Oh,
That's,
Oh man,
it's
Are
sort of
you-
built into the name
you-
now that
The
you
cock
put it out
ring of
there.
protection.
are you looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Wink.
All right. For the he'll go with 300 gold. Or you know what? No, sorry, I have no idea what these things cost. 150. Because it. I'm gonna roll some shit. Give me a
There you
second.
go. When in doubt, roll some shit out.
All right, that's that. Okay.
Everyone has sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Yay, Jolly John's tucking in.
All right. Okay. That is gonna be 370 gold.
There you go.
This seems more than reasonable. Yes.
God damn it.
So it's a rare. I mean, I'll pay a lot. It's a rare item.
Yeah. I know. All right. Anything else jump out at you folks?
Old man, you seem to have many stories. How did you come by these stories?
Oh, I've been traveling, and just taking in stories as I go. I've been following the way of the ancient bard for quite a while now. I see you are a follower as well. And he kind of nods to your cloak.
I dabble. Have you ever killed a man?
Unfortunately.
Same. And I just start walking down the road.
Yeah.
Playing the hurdy-gurdy.
Question.
I see. Oh, sorry. A storyteller too as well. Yes.
Do I have to be some kind of spellcaster to get scrolls?
You have to be able to cast spells to use scrolls, yes.
So a rogue cat, probably not.
That's right. I wanted some lesser restoration scrolls, but I don't have any money.
What do you want, Jolly John? I'll get it for you. What do you want?
Scrolls of lesser restoration, if possible.
Sure, why not? What is it? How much is it?
I don't know.
What's it used for?
I unfortunately do not seem to have any scrolls of restoration.
How about lesser restoration?
I've got animal friendship, catnap.
Oh, catnap.
Chaos bolt, chromatic orb, dissonant whispers, firestorm, gaseous form, jump, locate object.
I do like jump.
Suggestion, sunburst, and symbol.
Nope.
If we're trying to track down some perpetrators, it might be good to have something to locate them with.
Such as locate person. Let's get that one.
That's a great idea.
I don't have locate person. I've got locate object.
Object, sure.
I mean, a murder weapon.
Yeah.
Ooh, good call.
If we know what the murder weapon is, we may be able to locate it. Or if we see it first and then it goes away.
240 gold.
So I'm going to get the locate object scroll, which I'm going to give to my new best friends.
Right.
Yam, do you use scrolls too, or just Jolly John?
I have no use of that particular scroll, man.
I'll be using it.
All right, then that's going to go to Jolly John. Yam, what can I get for you? What do you want?
Oh, I'm happy enough with your company, miss.
Oh, how smooth this boy is.
Stop it.
Wait, is Yams male or female?
Male.
Okay.
Yeah, I character sheet says female. I forgot about that. But, yeah.
My bad. You're good.
And then let's see. Well, if I can't use scrolls, then probably the only thing that's going to help. So there's nothing else that's going to help my AC, right? So probably a potion of what's superior healing.
A lot.
Yep, that'll
Or
be it right up.
supreme healing.
What is that? Like 6d4 plus 6 or something?
I think each one goes up by 2.
If you click each one, it links you to a D&D Beyond page on it.
Nice.
Okay. Well, so what would you recommend for a frail little cat who has 35 hit points?
Well,
I'm not a coward, you say. I'm not a fraidy cat, but I'm a little bit frail. I'm a little bit frail.
let me see. I would say for you.
Oh, dope. This ring of protection is amazing. Hi.
Ring of protection's great.
I saw other numbers go up, and I'm like, oh, all my saving throws. It's pretty good.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's does require attunement though. So
Oh, that's okay. I have no magical items so far.
yeah, all right. Right. So, for you, my dear, I honestly would say just the healing spells would probably be the healing potions would probably be the best bet. I have several of each.
Is the supreme one good or is that overkill?
Oh, that is quite good. I would
All right,
say.
we're gonna take one of those then.
All right.
And then I'm gonna take the little walk on water doodad too, because that just seems fun.
Where was that again?
It's the ring of walk on water or whatever it is.
I wonder what Trixie would do if she like lost all her money.
Which
We'll
potion did you
never
just
find
get?
out because I
Trixie?
have unlimited money.
You can have a character arc and everything.
Yeah, the ring of water walking. Okay. Okay, so the potion of supreme healing, that's 1350, and the ring of water walking is 1500.
Cool.
All right, so that's in total. It should be 1500, correct? Is my math wrong there? Like 1550.
1550.
Wait, total?
Oh no, sorry. Hold on.
It's close to 3K.
Sorry, no, yeah, 30. Sorry, 3050.
3050.
I think. Hold on. Wait.
Do you want me to? I'm not doing the math in my head. I never think about the price.
2850. 2850 is the total.
We got there.
Holy shit. Okay. So yeah, you have one potion of supreme healing and one ring of water walking.
Does anybody else want anything? Okay, I would buy the other 2 potions then.
All right. Of which one?
Superior and another regular, so that should be 500.
All right. Mark off the gold.
Beautiful.
And I give the scroll to Jolly John. I put on the ring and the healer potion.
Okay. All right. Anything else I could interest you folks in? Perhaps a story before you go. Anything?
I'm always up for a story.
Me
How much would
too.
you pay for a story?
Would you kill a man? No, I don't say that.
He he's like, all right, well, have a seat. Have a seat. And you all kind of sit around as he kind of plops himself on the stairs of the Vardo, and you all sit around on the grass on the side of the road. And he begins to speak, and his voice is very lilting and soft and cracking, like trees blowing in the wind, branches rubbing against each other. The bee folk are a kind and loving race. Bee folk! They, like the unicorn and canine races, are predisposed to good, just as the rat and chromatic dragons are predisposed to evil. It is in the bee's very nature to aid the kind, loyal, and just. It is said that in the elder age, hundreds of years past, the bandit king Haymac rode with 5,000 soldiers to lay waste to the city of Ilithariel. However, the good Queen Gildred pleaded with the Witch of the Wood to aid her people. The witch, being a kind elder herself, sang to the bee folk and told them of Ilithariel's plight. As the bandit king and his army of defilers tramped through the wilds of the land, they were set upon at every turn by the bees, the worker bees sacrificing their lives to harm the soldiers, hornets attacking in swarms of thousands. Even the harmless honeybees found ways to slip the bandit king's men into the hot, sticky deaths of their poisoned honey. When Mac arrived at Ilthariel, he had but a fraction of the strength that he set out with, and was wiped away by the Ilitharian army. The people of Ilithariel gave the bee folk a special place among their most revered entities, and while they and even the wood witch of legend have been gone for centuries, the bee folk remain as loyal as ever to the forces of good. Even to this day, the bees will help and aid those that they see as good and just, those individuals who do what they can to do right in the world. So, if you ever hear the buzzing of the bees, you'd best hope you're on their right side of their moral lines. And with that, he stretches and then looks up. The day grows late, my friends, and I should be going. And it was a pleasure to meet you all. I shall hopefully meet you again the next time. What the hell is this?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your contribution. And Jimmy, you are the son of a bitch.
I waited till the end of the story for the last one.
Yeah,
I waited. I
what the
didn't want to
fuck
interrupt the
is
story
this?
with this picture.
I was thinking it the
Oh,
whole
God
time.
damn it, not
The
again.
first one was super cute.
Yeah,
The other
no,
one were real. I was just like, what happens if I search bee folk?
Ah!
lured
And
us
then the
into a
last one.
false sense of security.
Ah. So yeah. And with that, you guys head off. So the day grows long and you guys find a place to sleep. The night continues without much problems, and I see it is getting close to 10 o'clock. Do you guys want to end it here, or do you guys want to progress to one last thing before we end?
I'm fading fast. I might drop off.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Pick it up
Well,
next
then hang
time.
on. I've got a good.
You got a button?
Got a good little cliffhanger to leave off on. So, the second day of travel begins, and you begin to make your way into a darker area where the fort, where the woods begin to creep into where the road turns. As you move through the trees, I would like, let me see. I would like 3 of you. You guys can decide who they are. 3 of you to make perception checks for me.
I feel like in a general sense, so everybody knows, I'm kind of taking the rear. So if anybody sneaks up in my mind, I'm not good at looking out, but I'm good at taking a hit if anyone was to sneak attack us.
I'm probably good at being up towards the front, looking out.
Jolly John is not perceptive, but yeah, I'm probably like noodling while we walk anyway. So
we've got Trixie. Anybody else?
Grono make perception, sure.
Okay, Grono, Trixie, Prue. Are you raising your hand or just patting? Patting. Yams, would you make?
Yams, I guess, will make perception as well.
All right. So yeah, 3 of you, please make perception checks. Okay. All right. So yeah, Yams, you are traveling in a particular place that you haven't traveled before. This is a different route than when you took when you traveled south. So you're kind of in unfamiliar territory. Grono and Trixie, both of you start getting strange feelings. Both of you, the fur on the back of your neck starts to kind of raise and stand up. Trixie, your tail is really kind of, you feel like you're being watched, like there are eyes on you. And Grono, you could swear you heard rustling behind you in the brush, but if you stop to check, you don't really see anything. and you move forward. Is there anything you'd like to do progressing forward before I continue?
I kind of do like I think we're being watched. Pass it on down the line.
Fink is in the swatch. Pass it on.
Oh, damn it. A fun party game, but not great for travel.
As you guys walk, you begin to hear a high-pitched noise, and as you progress down the path, it turns into a sort of whistling, and you hear it just that. And as you progress, you see a clearing. If you can see that.
We're about to fight, you guys.
Oh shit.
You see a clearing with in the middle of that clearing, where the road kind of intersects, is a pile of stones and a boulder. Sitting on top of the boulder is an individual, slim, wiry frame, wearing a kind of doffed leather cap, dressed in greens and browns, sort of dirty. They've got a bandana kind of tied loosely around their neck, and they've got a pretty long, mean-looking dagger, and they're just sharp. They're just kind of whittling at something as they whistle. And as you guys progress down the road, they look up and see you and say, "Well, good afternoon, weary travelers. Welcome to the Silvercut Pass. How you doing today? My name's Jackie Caruso. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Insight check.
I will be a ferryman today. What would you like to make an insight check?
Yeah, I do.
What's the insight check? What are you trying to insight?
I'm trying to figure out his intentions, whether he's genuine or if he's trying to dupe us.
Point of note, you cannot kind of suss out a particular gender either way on this individual going forward. Yeah, go ahead, make an insight check. See if you can suss out their intent.
Trixie, you think recently widowed?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, with a 19, you kind of. Actually, here, hold on. Here, private message.
Is Jackie?
Yes, Jackie Caruso.
Good looking.
They are quite dashing. I will give them
for
that.
Trixie standards, which are not. Very high.
Oh yeah. To Trixie, this is a combination of the best masculine and feminine features you've ever seen.
Nice.
I'm getting a message.
So they kind of hop down off of the stone that they're on into a slightly smaller one and bow. As I said before, I am Jackie Caruso. It is a pleasure to meet you. I will be your ferryman for today, and it is a pleasure to welcome you all to the Silvercut Roadway. Is this your first time coming through?
I'd like to subtly try and put my hand on my club that is hanging at my side. But I want it to look like I'm more like reaching for my instrument or something that's slung around my neck, right?
Go ahead and make a deception check.
And I also want this to be seen by my party members. So it's a complicated thing that I kind of want to do.
But the moment he looks away is when you want to make eye contact with someone else and put your hand on your club. Is what
something like that.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand roll.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah, Do Grono or Trixie sense any danger with this person because they were already feeling that ominous presence?
Make another
coming
the two of you, well, Trixie, you can make another perception check. Grono, you can as well if you'd like.
He asked if we've been here. I also
yeah.
want to know if I have.
Go ahead and roll a d20. Evens, yes. Odds, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
No.
perceive some danger.
Some stank.
All right. So, let me see. Yeah. Okay. I'm sending a whisper to Emily.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper.
Hanging in there, Spence.
I'm coming up on the end. Don't worry.
Yeah, no worries.
You know, since Spencer was a little kid, he always like voluntarily went to bed. He was never the kind to be like, I want to stay up.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love going to bed. Are you kidding me?
All right. Well, since it is your first time, allow me to explain how the
It's
road
not.
works. How the road works. My name is Jackie. I am the ferryman for today, and there is a toll to pass this road. I am so very sorry about that. But so what is going to happen is I will check through your person and take what I deem valuable enough to pass. Does that sound like a solid thing to you?
No.
I take a step
I've
up
been-
and say no.
I've been down this road before, and you were not here, and there was no toll.
Well, we got a feisty bunch of folks today, don't we? Huh?
Yams
Bruce starts
takes
to
the
walk
air.
past him.
Yeah, Yams takes the air.
They
and
snap
flies
their
over him.
fingers. They snap their fingers, and it is at that point that, sorry, 1 second, an arrow or a bolt flies and pins your shoe to the ground. A crossbow bolt just.
Nish smiles.
If you want to make a perception check, Prudence, to see where it came from, go ahead.
Could I do a reflex to not have my foot tied to the ground? Like,
No, it's you can easily pull it free. It's not like trapped there. It's just they just wanted to stop you from moving.
well, she's pissed because it's going to take forever to mend this shoe.
Yeah.
Now, if we don't want to get full of bolts, I would suggest
Intimidation check on glare.
I would suggest that you all cooperate.
I
And
think
that
this-
is- and
yeah.
that is where we are ending. For
There it
today.
is.
No.
Nish is charging immediately.
This is going to
I will-
violently.
I'm gonna show this off for Emily's benefit, but let me see. There you go.
This beehole.
See them? Do you see them all?
Where is
Do you see
it?
them?
Yeah.
Where
They're
is
all hidden up
it?
in the trees.
I don't.
Ah,
So Trixie, you see the nine bandits that you noticed hidden in the bushes and trees poke out of where they were, crossbows aimed, blades drawn, ready to fight. The ones with red dots are up in the trees. The ones that without the red dots are on the ground level. And that is where we're ending it tonight, guys.
All right.
Great
Hell
job, Maddie.
Cool.
Good kickoff.
Good.
So, af-
Okay.
After that, Maddie,
Yeah.
how many sessions do you think this will actually take?
Honestly, I'd say probably 2 more. I'd say
Okay.
about the same length as last time.
Yeah.
If this is, I honestly expected to finish the bandit encounter, but you guys decided I needed to invent an apothecary for you guys to go
Right.
to.
Yeah.
So I had to pull that out of my fucking ass.
hell yeah.
So, besides, so that kind of delayed things a little bit, but yeah,
Greg was great.
I expected to finish this encounter by the end of the day, by the end of the first session. So we're on track.
Nice. Well, everybody, thank you very much. Our
you guys
next
enjoyed.
session is the 29th. So that's after Thanksgiving. I'd assume everyone will be free and clear. Cool. Okay. Well, we'll see each other then. Okay.
See you in 2 weeks, guys.
Love you guys.
Good night.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
Thanks,
Thank you guys so
Maddie.
much.